What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Kevin Svenson here. Just want to come to you guys today with another Bitcoin price update. Seeing some interesting action here today. This price movement that we're seeing right here is some of the most violent price action we've seen in in a little while here. Probably since this area or this area, this area, right? So the volatility is kicking in once again here. So let's just go over what to expect, what to look out for in the market. The price is, bouncing off of this very, very critical level, 3,000, what I have marked up as $3,580, right? It's around that range. This right here, very, very critical support. If you were watching my stream last night, I was talking about how if we do break below this particular support line right here, then it becomes likely that we actually create lower lows in the market. Right? Because if you're looking at, let me just mark this up again. If you're looking at this area right here, sorry guys, if you're looking at this area right here, this low, this bottom, right, for Bitcoin, look at that volume, guys, on all the exchanges. Not much buy action happening down there, right? We didn't have a lot of support come in down there. To me, as I've been saying, it's not a very convincing bottom. It does not tell me that Bitcoin has bottomed and we're good to go now and Bitcoin's ready to go off to the moon, right? This is what I've been talking about for, I don't know, a few weeks now. Not a convincing bottom. Most likely, I think it's likely that we break below this support line, and if we do, it becomes very likely that we fall below this area and find new lows to try to find some real support, right? This is not real support to me. This is not a convincing bottom at all. The sentiment was way down. Not that many people jumped in to, buy the dip here. People were super afraid, saw the price continue to go down. The market expected lower prices from this area. And then we hit that 200 MA on the weekly, right? If you guys remember, we hit the 200 MA on the weekly there. And at this level here. And I believe that this run was triggered by algorithms and bots, right? The fact that there was nothing, sentiment was down, no volume, all of a sudden, boom, the price just starts running. Most likely algorithms and bots triggered for a nice swing trade there. And now we're kind of just, finding that next lower high. So we are obviously still in the bear trend, haven't had a higher high in over a year. We're retesting some very, very critical support levels now. As I was talking about in my last video, the whales can snap the price down at any moment that they want. They can snap the price up at any moment that they want because the interest is really low and there's not that much involvement from the general population. They can choose the direction of the market pretty easily right now. So the price just kind of filled this gap and then just dropped even lower, right? We had two major drops here, two major dumps. Now let's check out our volume. Looking at the 4-hour, actually, let's just go to the 12-hour. Looking at that 12-hour volume, right? Not too much above average just yet. We are getting a slight increase in volume here. All right, we kind of just we're going down, 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 and now we're getting a slight increase in volume there, but it is a negative increase in volume. Which tells me that the negative momentum, we had a bit of a stall here, right? The price came down a lot, 50% drop, had a bounce, a nice reaction here. People thinking that we hit bottom. Everyone, analysts telling people that the price is going to go to 5K, so on and so forth. And people getting a little bit excited. And we just got rejected off that next lower high. Now we're coming back to retest this support. Very critical. Again, 33,580 about is a very, very critical level. If we fall below that, I would say lower lows are coming because this does not convince me as a bottom. On Bitstamp's chart, we actually wicked below this support line, which is not a great sign. I mean, we kind of retouched this support area right here a little bit. We're kind of just sitting in there. So it's pretty critical right now, guys. If we do start to break down, if we do start testing lower prices here, I will probably go live again. I mean, of course, there is still a chance right now that we find support. We dropped a lot recently, so there is a chance that we find support. We kind of bounce, maybe we bounce back up. I highly doubt this though. This is going to be hard to do in these conditions to get another rally right back up. But again, the whales can do anything they want. But I think it would be pretty difficult to get a rally back up there right now. The negative momentum is clear. It is pretty obvious to people now that the downward pressure is still present in this market. We had a little bit of a stall, a little bit of sideways trading, and now we're sort of kicking in back into that volatility. So we'll see what happens here, guys. I think it would be pretty difficult for the price to come back up to retest in this fashion. I wouldn't expect this. I think if we're going to come back up, we would probably come back up to this area right here before, eventually dropping lower. I do think we're going to break this support, right? It's just very clear that the negative momentum, the selling pressure is still here, guys. The negative sentiment is still here. And, I think we do have lower prices to come in this market. And, yeah, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you know when I do go live. Also, I do have a Patreon if you're interested in joining. Send me an email, and we can discuss what the Patreon can do for you. You get an inside look on how I'm approaching this market, where I take my positions, and what my plan is going into the next year. So thank you guys so much, and I will talk to you all very soon.